Hello everyone. Welcome back to Amputee Life TV, where we get to educate, give you review visual of people living as amputee and how they navigate their daily life activities. Today, we're shining a light on the incredible strength and spirit of the amputee community, a vibrant and diverse group of individuals who've experienced limb loss or limb difference, yet continue to rise above challenges every single day. This community isn't just about adapting, it's about thriving. From personal growth to daily innovation, amputees across the world are showing what it means to live boldly, support each other, and break through boundaries with heart and purpose. Whether it's mastering their mobility aids and embracing the beauty of everyday moments, there's a shared sense of resilience and determination that unites us all. Now, speaking of strength and connection, let's take a moment to revisit previous episodes in this series. If you've been following along, you know that each episode features raw, unfiltered, and uplifting moments from real people living their adaptive journeys. Please stay back and watch as we share with you the empowering stories, Series 15. The sun hovers gently above, casting warm light over the circuit trail. With her crutches in hand and her single leg planted with strength, she begins her trek. The rhythm of her journey is clear, the soft thud of her crutches striking the ground, followed by the steady push of her step. Around her, the air is alive, from distance the birds calling from the trees, leaves rustling in the breeze, and the faint crunch of gravel beneath her movement. Every section of the path feels like a small victory. Uphill stretches test her endurance, but she leans forward with focus, using her crutches to propel herself upward. Downhill moments bring relief, where gravity eases the effort, and she can breathe deeply, taking in the open view of the trail ahead. Each swing and step is deliberate, a blend of balance, patience, and determination. This circuit is more than a path for exercise, it is a reflection of her life's journey. Challenges arise, uneven ground, sudden inclines, yet she adjusts, adapts, and continues. With each stride, she feels not just her body working but her spirit strengthening. Her crutches striking the path in a steady rhythm. Each movement carries purpose. The swing of her arms, the lift of her body, and the firm step of her single leg driving her forward. The circuit stretches ahead like a challenge, yet she meets it with quiet strength. Every stride becomes part of her journey, not just across the trail but within herself. The effort, the balance, and the persistence speak of resilience, reminding her that every step taken is progress. Trekking the circuit is more than physical exercise, it is her journey of courage, endurance, and self-discovery. For many, trekking an outdoor circuit might seem ordinary, but for her it was an adventure woven with courage. With one leg and two crutches, every stride demanded balance, focus, and strength. Yet, she didn't see it as a struggle, she saw it as a chance to prove to herself that nothing could hold her back. The path was uneven, scattered with loose stones and steep inclines, but she met each challenge head-on. She leaned into her crutches, swung her body forward, and pressed on with unwavering determination. Creating memories makes life beautiful. At the river base, she moves with determination, her hands pressing against the cool rocks as she begins to crawl upward along the rugged path. The ground is uneven, jagged, and demanding, but she meets it with steady focus and courage. The sound of rushing water echoes behind her, while the firmness of the rocks beneath her palms guides her ascent. Each pull forward is a triumph, not just over the rocky terrain, but over doubt itself. The climb is slow, deliberate, and full of grit, yet her spirit shines brighter with every movement. This moment is not just about reaching the top, it's about living the journey. The scrape of my palms against the rocks, the weight I shift carefully with each crawl, the sight of the water sparkling under the sun, all of it is etched into my heart. Here, in the middle of challenge and beauty, I'm reminded that adventure is not about ease, but about the memories we create in the effort. Surrounded by the raw beauty of nature, she turns challenge into adventure, proving that strength is not always about standing tall, but about finding a way forward no matter how steep the path. She stepped outside with a calm confidence, her well-fitted prosthetic leg moving in perfect rhythm with her natural stride. Each step was a quiet triumph, the kind that came not from force, but from balance, patience, and trust in her own strength. The sun brushed against her face, the air filled her lungs, and the world around her opened up like an invitation. Walking had once felt uncertain, Every movement a reminder of loss, but now it was freedom. The prosthetic wasn't just a piece of equipment. It was part of her, an extension of her will to live fully. The smooth rhythm of her walk reflected countless hours of practice, adjustment, and resilience. An inspiring walk can be more than just movement, it can be a statement of strength and self-confidence. She takes each step with quiet confidence, her prosthetic leg moving in perfect rhythm with her stride. Today's walk isn't just about exercise, it's a celebration of resilience. Every motion reflects her journey of adapting, learning, and thriving. Her prosthetic leg carrying her with steady rhythm. Each step was deliberate, not rushed, as if she were letting the world slow down around her. The day's weight, work, thoughts, and little stresses began to melt away with every movement forward. Her walk was more than exercise, it was a way of unwinding, of reconnecting with herself. The smooth alignment of her prosthetic leg gave her freedom, letting her focus not on the mechanics of movement, but on the simple joy of being outside. She noticed the softness of the breeze, the colors of the trees, and the quiet hum of life flowing past. With every step, her shoulders relaxed a little more, her breathing deepened, and her spirit grew lighter. Walking this way wasn't just about where she was going, it was about how far she had come. She wasn't defined by her limb loss, but by the way she embraced life, one calm, steady step at a time. Passerby might have only seen a woman out for a walk, but within her steps lived a powerful story of courage. She walked not just for exercise or routine, but as a declaration. Life goes on, and I choose to move forward with it. With her head held high and a calm smile on her face, she inspires others by showing that life after amputation is not a limitation but a new beginning. Her walk is a reminder. Self-confidence grows when you embrace who you are and move forward with courage. Outdoors beneath the open sky, she moves her body with ease and grace. Each light stretch and step flows naturally, her well-fitted prosthetic leg supporting her with balance and strength. What begins as gentle movement becomes a refreshing form of exercise, her body swaying, bending, and stepping in rhythm with the breeze. It's not about speed or intensity, it's about freedom, connection, and keeping her body alive with energy. Every motion is proof that she can move fully, confidently, and beautifully. After her gym session, she is standing tall with calmness, quietly catching her breath, the weight of the workout slowly giving way to a sense of calm. In the stillness, she reflects on how far she's come, from the challenges of early recovery to the strength she now builds day by day. She's seated on the mat, breathing deeply, her eyes focused and determined. As a one-leg amputee, every workout brought its own set of challenges, but none as constant and demanding as balance. From the very first movement, she had to engage muscles most people overlook, her core, her hips, and her stabilizers, all working overtime to keep her centered. Some days, her body cooperated. Other days, balance felt like an uphill battle, shaky, uncertain, and frustrating. She learned how to shift her weight, how to breathe through wobbles, how to use her arms and core to find her center again. The balance challenge wasn't just physical, it was deeply mental. It tested her patience, her resilience, and her belief in what was possible. But each time she held a position longer than before, or completed a new move with greater stability, she smiled, not just because of the progress, but because she knew she had earned it. As a one-legged amputee working out without her prosthetic, balance wasn't just a challenge, it was the center of everything. Every movement required sharp focus and total body awareness. Some exercises felt nearly impossible at first, but never defeat. This wasn't just physical conditioning, it was emotional resilience. She learned how to shift her center of gravity, how to brace herself with her hands, and how to trust her body even when it felt unsteady. Her workouts became more than routines, they became powerful reminders that strength is not measured by limbs, but by will. Balance, for her, wasn't about standing perfectly still. It was about showing up, shifting, adjusting, and trying again. Positioning herself for another session, this time, focused fully on her core. She knew that core strength wasn't just about abs, it was her foundation. Her stability, her balance, and her ability to move through daily life all depended on it. Each movement was deliberate. Her core did double the work, supporting her torso and helping her stay steady and in control. Her arms joined the effort too, stabilizing her posture as she engaged each muscle with precision. The effort was real, the struggle honest, but she welcomed it. Because for her, this wasn't just a workout. It was progress. Treadmill is a versatile and effective piece of exercise equipment that allows for a variety of workouts, whether walking, jogging, or running. It provides a controlled environment for cardiovascular exercise, helping to improve heart health, stamina, and overall fitness. The speed and incline can be easily adjusted, making it suitable for users of all fitness levels, from beginners to advanced athletes. For amputees, a treadmill offers a safe way to practice walking with a prosthetic leg or to improve balance and strength. It's an excellent option for low-impact workouts, and with regular use, it can contribute to weight management, muscle tone, and enhanced mobility. With her prosthetic leg securely in place, an amputee lady engages in exercises designed specifically for her body's needs. Each movement is carefully tailored, from balance drills that strengthen her core to controlled stretches that keep her muscles flexible. Her prosthetic provides the foundation, giving her stability as she shifts her weight, squats, or steps with precision. The routine isn't about pushing beyond limits, but about working with her body, respecting its rhythm, and building strength where it matters most. These tailored exercises not only improve her physical fitness but also deepen her confidence, proving that with the right approach, mobility and strength can flourish together. Embracing tailored exercises that strengthen her body and enhance her physical fitness. Each movement is adapted to her unique needs: balance routines to steady her core, resistance training to build muscle, and low-impact cardio to improve endurance. Her prosthetic leg becomes part of the process, supporting her as she learns to shift weight, control posture, and move with confidence. These customized workouts do more than build strength. They empower her to trust her body, refine her mobility, and stay active on her own terms. As an amputee, her fitness journey is more than a series of workouts, it is a reflection of resilience. Each stretch, lift, and step carries the story of determination, of choosing strength over limitation. Her prosthetic leg is not a barrier but a tool, helping her push through challenges and discover new ways to move. Progress is measured not only in endurance or muscle gain, but in the unshakable spirit built along the way. Her journey shows that resilience is not about avoiding struggle, but about embracing it, adapting, and growing stronger because of it. With practice, ease, and an unwavering spirit, committing herself to a tailored fitness routine designed for her body and goals. Each exercise is approached with focus, balance work that steadies her stance, strength training that builds endurance, and stretching that keeps her flexible. She doesn't rush the process. Instead, she honors it, repeating movements until they feel natural and strong. Her routine is not only about physical improvement, but also about self-belief, a daily practice of resilience. By showing up consistently, adapting where needed, and refusing to be discouraged, she transforms her fitness journey into a statement of perseverance and inner strength. Fitness becomes her mirror, reflecting persistence, courage, and the will to rise, again and again. She takes her first steps with the new socket, and immediately, she feels the difference. The moment the adjustment was complete, she could feel the difference immediately, snug, supportive, and secure in a way that gave her both comfort and confidence. For the first time in a long time, her stride feels natural, her movements smooth. Each step brings a wave of confidence, a reminder of how far she's come. What once felt like struggle now feels like freedom. The fit isn't just about comfort, it's about possibility. With her new socket, she isn't just walking. She's stepping into a new chapter, filled with strength, with independence, and with hope. The weight felt right, the fit felt natural, and the promise of smoother steps filled her with excitement. Her new socket wasn't just a piece of equipment, it was a doorway to greater freedom, to walking with ease, and to living more fully. With each step she took, she realized it was more than a new fit, it was a new beginning. Walking forward with steady guidance, her new prosthetic socket giving her a sense of comfort and support she hadn't felt before. Each step was careful but full of promise, the fit allowing her movements to flow more naturally. At her side, gentle encouragement reminded her she wasn't walking this path alone. With every stride, her confidence grew. The snug fit of the socket brought stability, while the steady guidance gave her courage to trust herself. Step after step, she was not just testing a new prosthetic, she was reclaiming her rhythm, her independence, and her freedom. With her new socket, every step became a quiet proof of resilience. What once seemed like an uphill battle now unfolded with strength and grace. The snug fit gave her the comfort she needed, but it was her determination that carried her forward. Each stride told a story of courage, adaptation, and the will to keep moving no matter the challenges. Walking with her new socket wasn't just about mobility, it was a living testament that resilience is not only about surviving, but about thriving with confidence and hope. She found comfort in her new socket, a fit that felt secure and supportive with every step. No longer a reminder of struggle, it became a partner in her movement, steady, reliable, and freeing. With it, she discovered not just balance, but also peace of mind, walking forward with renewed ease and quiet confidence. Finding comfort in her new socket was more than a physical change, it was an emotional turning point. A small smile tugged at her lips as relief washed over her. The therapist's support, encouraging her to trust each step. With every stride, her confidence grew. What once felt like an exhausting battle now flowed more smoothly. The socket wasn't just a piece of equipment, it was comfort, security, and freedom woven into one. As part of her fitness routine, and also been a one-legged amputee, she stands tall on her single leg, centering her balance with calm focus. She slowly folds her knee, engaging her core and stabilizing muscles to hold the position. With calm control, placing her hands together in front of her chest, holding them in a prayer-like position. The gesture grounds her, keeping her centered as she stretches upward with poise and strength. Each breath deepens her balance, each movement refines her stability. With her crutches steady in hand, she begins her climb up the stairs. Each step is deliberate. The placement of the crutches, the lift of her single leg, and the forward push of determination. The staircase rises before her as a challenge, yet she meets it with quiet strength. Her rhythm is steady, her focus unbroken, and her resilience shines through with every movement upward. Each movement is measured. The careful placement of her crutches, the strong lift of her single leg, and the steady rhythm that carries her upward. The climb demands effort, but her determination is unwavering. Step by step, she shows that resilience is not about speed, but about persistence and control. As she rises higher, her focus sharpens, her strength becomes visible, and every step turns into a statement of courage. With calm balance, her crutches move in a smooth rhythm, each placement firm and precise, guiding her upward with control. She lifts her single leg with focus, her movements measured and composed, as if each step is a quiet conversation between strength and patience. There is no rush, only the steady flow of determination. In her calmness, she shows that balance is more than physical stability, it is the inner strength that allows her to rise, one step at a time, with confidence and grace. With determination etched in her face, she proves that progress is built one step at a time. Her ascent is more than physical, it is a visible glow of courage, perseverance, and unshakable spirit. Each stair is not just a barrier to overcome, but a symbol of how resilience can elevate her beyond limits. For her, ascending the stairs is more than reaching the top. It is proof of endurance, a reminder that with courage and persistence, no obstacle is too high. Her crutches act as trusted guides, steadying her through moments of uncertainty, while the prosthetic becomes a partner in progress. Together, they help her move forward, not just across the floor, but into a life where resilience and adaptation lead the way. Mobility is more than movement, it is a companion in her journey. Whether with crutches by her side, and her prosthetic leg in stride, each aid becomes a partner that helps her navigate life with confidence. They are not signs of limitation, but tools of freedom, giving her the chance to reach, explore, and live fully. Her mobility as a companions remind her that independence is not about doing everything alone, but about finding ways to move forward with strength and grace. Each movement a practice in resilience. At first, her focus is sharp. The alignment of her stride, the pressure of her step, the rhythm of balance between body and prosthetic. With patience, the motions grow smoother, her confidence building with every attempt. The prosthetic is more than a device. It is her pathway to independence, a symbol of adaptation and strength. Through determination, she transforms practice into progress, showing that resilience is not about never struggling, but about rising, learning, and moving forward, one step at a time. In every step, every roll, every swing, mobility walks with her, steady, reliable, and always part of her resilience story. With determination in her eyes, the amputee woman takes on the circuit trail, steady on her crutches. Each move forward is a rhythm of strength. The swing of her arms, the balance of her body, and the firm placement of her single leg. The path isn't just about covering distance, it's about proving to herself that resilience has no boundaries. The crunch of gravel beneath her crutches echoes her persistence, while the open circuit ahead becomes a canvas for courage. Every stride is a testament to endurance, showing that with willpower and focus, no trek is too long. She moves steadily along the circuit, her crutches striking the ground in a balanced rhythm. With each swing, her single leg plants firmly, carrying her forward with focus and determination. The trail stretches ahead, winding under the open sky, but she takes it at her own pace, steady, deliberate, and strong. The light breeze brushes against her as she navigates the path, her movements controlled yet graceful. Each step and crutch placement marks her quiet perseverance, turning the trek into a display of resilience and endurance. With unwavering focus, her gaze fixed ahead, each movement is precise. The firm swing of her crutches, the steady placement of her single leg, and the controlled rhythm that carries her forward. She tunes out distractions, her mind centered on the path and the strength within her. Step by step, she pushes onward, her determination shaping every stride. The circuit becomes more than a trail, it becomes a test of focus, resilience, and willpower. With her crutches, every step radiating inspiration. Her single leg anchors her firmly, while the steady rhythm of her crutches drives her forward with power and grace. She doesn't see obstacles, only opportunities to prove her resilience. The trail winds ahead, yet she embraces it with a smile, turning each stride into a symbol of courage. Her determination shines through the effort, inspiring anyone who watches to believe that strength is not about what you have, but what you do with it. On this circuit, she doesn't just move, she motivates, reminding the world that perseverance transforms challenges into triumphs. Each swing forward carries the weight of resilience, the strength to keep moving, the courage to face the distance ahead, and the determination not to turn back. The circuit is demanding, yet she embraces it, proving that resilience is not measured by ease but by persistence. Every step she takes becomes a quiet victory, a testament to her unyielding spirit. The path is more than exercise, it is her way of embracing life, of refusing to let challenges hold her back. With every stride, she breathes in strength and exhales determination. The circuit becomes her reminder that living is about moving forward, no matter the pace. Each swing, each placement, each step declares her will to live with courage, hope, and resilience. She makes her way and eases herself into the pool, the cool water wrapping gently around her body. With a deep breath, she lets go of the day's weight, allowing the water to carry her in calm embrace. Her single leg and the soft movement of her arms guide her as she drifts, the ripples forming a rhythm of peace. The pool becomes her sanctuary, a place where pressure fades, and her body feels light and free. Prosthetist casting process for a new prosthetic leg. Here in the prosthetist clinic, the amputee lady stands steadily on her one leg while the prosthetist carefully works around her residual limb. With practiced precision, the specialist begins the casting process, wrapping and shaping the mold that will form the foundation for her new prosthetic leg. Each layer is applied with care, ensuring comfort, alignment, and strength. The prosthetist taking accurate measurements before finalizing the mold. With a tape rule in hand, the prosthetist carefully measures the circumference of her residual limb at several points, ensuring that every detail is documented. Each measurement is noted with care, because these figures will guide the fit and comfort of her new prosthetic leg. These numbers may seem simple, but they are the foundation of a well-fitted prosthetic leg. The tape rule glides smoothly, wrapping gently around the limb, confirming proportions and symmetry. The amputee remains calm and composed, aware that these small but crucial steps determine how natural her future movement will feel. The prosthetist double-checks every reading, ensuring accuracy down to the millimeter. This process is more than numbers on paper, it is the foundation of mobility. Every measurement reflects a balance between science and personal care, creating the path toward a prosthesis that will not only restore function but also empower confidence with every step she takes. She balances calmly, her hands resting lightly on a support, embodying both patience and resilience. This moment is more than a technical step, it is a bridge to renewed mobility. The room is calm, yet filled with quiet anticipation. Still standing tall on her sound leg, her hands resting gently on a support bar for balance. With steady focus, the prosthetist continues the casting process. A protective liner is already wrapped around her residual limb, safeguarding her skin and ensuring comfort. The prosthetist carefully applies layers of wet plaster bandages, smoothing them gently to follow every contour of her limb. As the material takes shape, the mold captures not only the precise structure but also the alignment needed for her future stride. The lady remains poised, balancing with calm determination, while the prosthetist works with practiced precision. Each press of the hands, each smooth curve molded into place, is a step toward her renewed mobility. As the cast begins to harden, it becomes more than plaster, it becomes a blueprint of possibility. When removed, it will serve as the foundation for a prosthetic leg designed uniquely for her body, her movement, her life. Finally, the mold becomes the blueprint for building the new prosthetic leg, crafted with lightweight, durable materials and aligned for natural movement. This process is not just technical, it's personal. Each cast represents the beginning of a new chapter, one that restores mobility and opens the door to independence. As the cast sets, it holds the promise of a future stride, a tool that will not just restore function, but also fuel her confidence to walk forward with strength. It's another day at the prosthetist clinic, ready for her session. Calm and composed, she knows this visit is part of the journey that keeps her moving with comfort and confidence. Whether it's a routine check, a fitting, or an adjustment, every step she takes here ensures her prosthetic supports her life to the fullest. This clinic is not just a place of care, it's where strength meets precision, and where her independence is continuously shaped. This visit wasn't about getting something new, but about fine-tuning what already supported her every day. Standing while her prosthetic leg carrying her weight but not without discomfort. Subtle shifts in her posture revealed the pressure points she had been feeling, and the prosthetist observed carefully, observing with practiced precision. Each wince, each small adjustment of her stance told a story. The fit wasn't perfect, and she needed relief. The prosthetist studied her alignment, observing the areas that required correction. Though the discomfort was real, she remained steady, knowing this was part of the process. She sat with calm focus, the prosthetic leg positioned before her as she prepared to put it on. With one hand, she carefully held the strap, steady and deliberate, knowing each movement mattered for both comfort and balance. Her prosthetist seated close to her, offering gentle guidance and support, making sure the alignment was correct and the fit secure. The process was calm and deliberate, not rushed, but thoughtful, ensuring that comfort and precision came first. This time, the difference was immediate. Her stance felt balanced, her weight evenly supported, and the discomfort she once carried was gone. She felt ease and comfort return, not just in her body, but in her confidence. It was more than a fitting, it was a renewal of her freedom to move boldly and live fully. The prosthetist observed closely, offering small adjustments and reassurance, ensuring every detail was right. Her weight settled evenly, and her balance felt natural with a quiet confidence. In this moment, she wasn't just putting on a prosthetic leg, she was reclaiming freedom of moving independently. She rose to her feet, the aligned prosthetic fitted securely, crutches steady at her sides. With measured steps, she began her walking practice across the clinic floor. The prosthetist paused her. She stopped mid-step, standing with patience as he moved closer, eyes focused on the socket of her prosthetic. Gently, he made a few careful adjustments, loosening here, tightening there, ensuring the fit allowed for smoother motion and better comfort. She tested it again, walking with steady steps, feeling the renewed comfort. The difference was clear. Fewer pressure points, more freedom in her stride, and the assurance that her prosthetic was tuned to her life. She watched quietly, trusting the process, feeling the difference with each small correction. The alignment was subtle but important. Every adjustment meant less strain, more natural movement, and greater confidence in her stride. When he stepped back and signaled for her to continue, she moved forward again. This time the steps felt lighter, the rhythm steadier. What began as a pause for correction became a turning point, proof that precision and care could transform her walk into freedom. She moved steadily, walking with precise balance, her prosthetic leg guiding each step. The prosthetist followed closely, observing the slight shifts in her movement. After a few moments, he asked her to pause. With practiced care, he knelt by her side and tightened the socket, making small adjustments to ensure a more balanced fit. She stood patiently, feeling the gentle tug of the straps as they were secured more firmly. When he finished, she straightened and took another step. The difference was immediate. Her weight distributed more evenly, her movement flowing with greater ease. The practice continued, each step more confident than the last. With the prosthetist's precise adjustment and her own determination, walking became not just an exercise, but a moment of progress, balance restored, confidence renewed. She steadies herself and ready to begin her walking recovery, standing tall on her prosthetic as her therapist watches closely from behind, offering gentle guidance and reassurance. Each step forward is measured, the shift of weight, the placement of her foot, the rhythm of balance returning. At times she wobbles, but the calm voice behind her reminds her she is not alone. With patience, she pushes through the uncertainty. The prosthetic feels new, the motion unfamiliar, yet every movement carries progress. Her therapist's quiet support gives her the courage to trust herself, to believe in the strength she already holds. Her therapist with her, offering steady guidance and words of encouragement. "You're doing great. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Trust your leg." The voice is calm, firm, and motivating, giving her the reassurance she needs. Each movement is a lesson, shifting her weight, finding her balance, building her rhythm. At times she hesitates, but the therapist's hand and steady tone remind her that progress is made one step at a time. With every stride, her confidence grows, the fear fading into determination. This is more than physical training, it is rebuilding trust in herself. Her therapist guides her path, but it is her own courage that carries her forward. Step by step, she learns not only to walk again, but to believe again, in her strength, her resilience, and the life waiting ahead. Walking feel unfamiliar, a mixture of excitement and challenge, but she leans into the moment with determination. Each movement is slow, careful, and deliberate, the crutch of doubt giving way to the balance of trust. With every step, her confidence grows. What once felt impossible begins to feel like progress. The prosthetic becomes less of an object and more a part of her, a tool that carries her forward into a new chapter. Learning to walk again is not just about movement, it is about resilience, patience, and belief. And with each step she takes, she proves to herself that strength is not found in perfection, but in the courage to begin again. The therapist giving support, to guide and steady her, but letting her lead the moment. Her movements are careful, almost hesitant at first. The shift of her weight, the lift of her body, the placement of the prosthetic, each action is deliberate. She wobbles slightly, but then comes the calm voice behind her. "You've got this. Keep going." Another step, and another. The crutch of doubt gives way to a rhythm, not perfect, not smooth, but progress. With every step, she begins to trust her body again, to believe in her own strength. The therapist walks with her, guiding without pushing, reminding her she is not alone on this path. What looks like simple walking is so much more. It is courage in motion. It is resilience taking shape. It is the powerful moment where she begins to reclaim her independence, rebuilding confidence, and proving that with support and determination, new beginnings are always possible.
Amputee Life TV. Please kindly subscribe. Thank you.